de la comédie. Elle sait exactement quand est-ce qu'il faut dire non parfois, quand est-ce qu'il faut dire oui. Et donc je pense qu'elle a une personnalité qui est très importante et qui lui permet justement de dans le monde de la comédie qui est tellement dominé par les hommes aujourd'hui.
And Darren, how was it to work with such actors like Kristen and Annette Bening and Matt Dillon?
It was...
Was it your first long feature?
Yes, I mean I had done films of no consequence in college or what have you, but this is this is certainly the first big feature film where I got to be alongside people that Christopher Fitzgerald, who's a big Broadway actor, Annette and Matt obviously, and then Kristen, people who I greatly admired and knew their body of work. So for me that was just a big fanboy experience, and I basically took notes the entire time. I was exhausted. I was flying back and forth every day. And anytime Matt Dillon and Annette Bening had a scene, I would probably be taking a nap in my trailer because there's a lot of waiting, but I'd have to wake myself up and be like, shit, like, if you told me that Matt Dillon and Annette Bening were doing a scene and I had full access to sit next to them and check it out, like when I was in school, I would have freaked out. So I kind of applied that enthusiasm to, and I would just show up and I would just be a big goober and just hang around on set all day. And I think Annette thought I was like tweeting, but I was actually just writing everything that she said down. She said a lot of things that were very interesting. So it was like a master class. I went to acting and performing. I attacked at a very academic level. So this was like a master's course. The best actors tend to bring out the best in other people, and so I basically just had to stand there and let them make me look good.
La question était, pour vous, Darren, qu'est-ce que ça vous a fait de travailler avec des acteurs comme Kristen Wiig ou Annette Bening ou Matt Dillon, puisque c'était, si je ne me trompe pas, votre premier film long métrage. Donc c'est en effet ma première expérience, l'occasion de tourner un film avec des acteurs que j'aime avant, des personnes comme Chris Fitzgerald, Kristen, Annette et Matt Dillon. Et en fait, pendant tout le tournage, j'ai pris des notes pour apprendre de ces grands acteurs. Parfois, quand, par exemple, Annette et Matt avaient une scène ensemble, où je pouvais me reposer normalement ou faire la sieste, et j'étais obligée de me secouer, de me forcer, de me dire, voilà, si quand j'étais étudiant on m'avait dit que j'aurais l'opportunité de voir ces deux grands acteurs travailler ensemble, je me serais jetée sur cette occasion, donc j'allais souvent sur le plateau du coup pour les observer, pour regarder comment ils travaillaient. Je crois qu'Annette d'ailleurs était convaincue que je tweetais tout le temps, mais en fait je prenais des notes sur sa façon de travailler. Donc cette expérience sur le tournage, c'était pour moi comme une masterclass, c'était vraiment une façon d'apprendre, et je pense que les meilleurs acteurs sortir le meilleur chez d'autres acteurs, c'était me pointer, être sur le tournage, que je sois le meilleur de moi-même.
Kristen, you well known here for Bridesmaids. Tout le monde l'a vu?
Yes.
Oui, mes meilleurs amis. En le français.
It's not called Bridesmaids.
You wrote it, and I've read that you waited like 4 years before shooting it, and that was the end of my question actually. I have an intro. The intro was like, in France, in this time it's quite hard to make movies because of the crisis, and movies, it's kind of hard today to make movies. And what was it that hard for you to shoot the movie?
We started writing it, and it kind of went through a lot of processes of rewriting. Is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Maybe similar to here. At one point, it wasn't going to go, and then we heard, "Wait, what are you doing with that script?" So it just kind of, it took a long time, but it worked out that way. It just goes to show that you have to be patient, and things really do happen for a reason. I know that people say that, but it's really true, because we ended up getting the cast that we got, and because of all the rewrites we had to do, we ended up with better scenes, and movies take a long time. And sometimes they go away and they never come back. Sometimes they come back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do anything you want to do like this time?
I wish. No, I mean, I'd like to direct someday, and I'm writing something else, but I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know.
Donc, vous avez écrit donc, le film, vous étiez scénariste sur le film Mes meilleurs amis. Il vous a fallu 4 ans pour arriver à faire ce film et à pouvoir le tourner. Donc, est-ce que pour vous, ça a été difficile, une expérience difficile d'arriver à faire ce film, puisqu'en France, aujourd'hui, de réaliser des films. Donc, en effet, quand elle a commencé à écrire, elle a vu d'un long procédé de réécriture de scénario. On n'arriverait pas, c'était des hauts et des bas, et donc ça a pris énormément de temps en effet pour qu'il voit le jour. Et finalement, j'en suis pas mécontente puisque ça montre bien qu'il faut être patient et que les choses arrivent pour une raison. Et que grâce à au temps qui a pu passer, on a pu avoir les acteurs, on a pu écrire de meilleures scènes pour le film. Donc c'est un film qui a en effet pris beaucoup de temps, mais ça en valait la peine.
On va passer aux questions dans la salle. On fera pas tout tout de suite, mais
Hi, so it's a question for both of you. So, which scene did you enjoy the most shooting?
Oh, what scene did you enjoy shooting the most? And go. Well, I really like to
My favorite scene probably was watching Darren sing the Backstreet Boys. I don't have any lines to memorize. I just sat and watched him, and I think that was her first.
That was my first
day.
We literally just met, and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna have to do Backstreet Boys for you now." Yeah, that was a very strange day. That was the first thing I had to do, and I had learned that the day before. After, you know what's really strange is on Glee, I had just done It's Not Unusual. There was a number at the beginning of the 3rd season. After doing that for about 15 hours, only to put eyeliner on and be super. So yeah, I already had the eyeliner on. Just keep it. Though that was yours. Should we pass it off, or should I say my favorite? My favorite was there's a few. I liked all the moments that held the guest stars that I'm a big fan of, like when Cynthia Nixon. I don't know if you know who these actresses and actors are. Andrea Martin shows up in this movie, who's a comedy legend in North America, I should say, which just won a Tony actually, which is crazy. Julia Stiles shows up. Bob Balaban shows up. These are a lot of great comedy icons that I got to kind of hobnob with, which was great. But my favorite scene is the last scene when we're all popping champagne. Because I got to in the middle of the. Yeah, we went crazy.
Late at night and we lost our minds.
And it was after we had finished the movie. It was the first time we had seen each other in maybe a few months, if not more than that. It was actually a long time. We got to fly back to New York and put back on the characters that we had left a while ago and just pop champagne in a limousine. I mean, that's pretty fun. That was my favorite.
Donc la question était de savoir quelle était pour l'un et l'autre leur scène préférée à tourner. Donc pour Kristen, c'était la scène où elle a pu admirer Darren Criss en train de faire les Backstreet Boys. C'était d'ailleurs le premier jour sur le plateau. Il a appris la veille et qu'il a dû donc réaliser pour son premier jour sur le plateau. Pour Darren, ses scènes préférées, c'était notamment à chaque fois qu'il y avait des guest stars, des invités sur les icônes de la comédie américaine, nord-américaine, comme Cynthia Nixon ou Julia Stiles. Et en plus de ça, la dernière scène du film, lorsqu'ils sont en train de tranquillement siroter un peu de champagne, puisque c'était une scène un peu spéciale pour eux aussi à avoir tourné, puisqu'ils ne s'étaient pas vus depuis des mois, et donc ils sont retournés à New York, ils se sont remis dans leur personnage, ils ont retrouvé leur personnage pour pouvoir profiter d'une bouteille de champagne.
Encore 5 questions, on a dit.
Encore 5 questions, c'est la fin.
Hi, question for Darren. So I was wondering, it's a very important question, how does it feel to wear eyeliner?
What does it feel like to wear eyeliner?
Yeah.
I don't know, I could ask you guys the same question. I don't know. You put it on and it makes your eyes look real pretty. That's about it. That's what it does. So it makes you feel pretty, which is English for pretty.
Donc la question était de savoir ce que ça faisait de porter de l'eyeliner. C'est une question qu'on pourrait retourner aux filles. En gros, ça fait ressortir les yeux et ça fait se sentir très...
Like pretty. Belly. It's not pretty.
Hi. I have a question for both of you. I was wondering if there was any improvisation in the movie that you can tell us about.
The entire movie. Start to finish.
I'm trying to remember. We shot this. I feel like we shot this movie 8 years ago. I don't.
We have a lot of actors who have a lot of improvisational background, which isn't to say that every scene was improvised, because there's obviously a script, but there was definitely a lot of wiggle room to be a little different than what was on the page. There's definitely some things that I think if people, my friends who know me will go, oh, you're just being Darren in that, and there's some places where I think Kristen Fitzgerald, or Matt Dillon actually, you know what, there's an answer to this question. Matt Dillon did a lot of improvising. There's a scene where we're sitting in the living room where he's in his rubber lightning preventative suit. And what you see on camera is maybe about a fourth of the rambling that Matt Dillon just did. I think I have a dirty secret, I actually recorded this. I looked at Chris and I was like, he's just gonna keep going. So I just pressed record on my iPhone. I don't know where it is, it's like a 7-minute rant of Matt Dillon just saying the most bizarre, wacky stuff about going to Africa, dying, resurrecting himself, the power of flight. Have fun translating it. He just like went off. So that was probably the most purely improvisational thing. But other than that, I think most of us stuck to the script and did what we could within that.